Hey guys, what's up? My name is Jody with Board Game Perspective. Today we're taking a look at Nova Luna, published by Stronghold Games. This plays 1 to 4 players in around 30 minutes. So this game is abstract and it's going to be tile laying where you're trying to build connections and getting tiles from the moon wheel. And throughout the game, there will be fewer tiles to pick from, so you have to strategize on how to get the tiles you want. So let's see how this game is played. Alright, so to set up the game, you're going to put the moon wheel in the center and this nice little marker above this golden field here. You're going to shuffle all of the tiles and place them face down in some stacks and then randomly draw out tiles around the moon wheel. And then each player is going to choose a color and pick the discs of that color. So this will be set up for just for a 2-player game. And then each player will you'll determine the turn order, and each player will put their disc in turn order on this golden field start area right there. So the different tiles have some different parts to it. So obviously there's 4 different colors. We have blue, turquoise, orange, and yellow. And then you have the time cost up here, and this is going to be pretty much how much you move your marker around the moon wheel. And then each tile has different amounts of goals. So this tile here has 2 goals available. This one has 3, this one has 1, and so on. So players are going to be taking turns back and forth, and each turn consists of several different steps. Now, turn order is determined by the discs on the moon wheel here. So whoever is behind is going to be the player that's going to go. So it is possible to get 2 turns before someone else can go, because in this 2-player example right here, if I took a turn and I only moved up twice, then I would still be last on the track and I would go yet again. Now, if there's a stack on the same spot in the moon wheel, then whoever's on the top would go first. So the first step on your turn is going to be filling the selection track. Now, at the beginning of your turn, if there are only 1 or 2 tiles left around the moon wheel here, then you can refill the selection track. So you would start to the right of the marker and fill in with these tiles at random and fill it all in. And then if there are no tiles left at the beginning of your turn, then you have to fill in the selection track. The second step in your turn is going to be selecting a tile and moving the marker. Now on your turn, you can select one of the next 3 tiles, and you would also ignore any empty spaces as well. So for this example, I could choose one of these next 3 tiles right here, and it goes from clockwise order from the marker. So I could choose this one, or this one. So let's say I want to pick this one. So then I would take this tile and then move the marker to this space. So the third part of your turn is going to be advancing your player disc, and this is from the tile that you just chose. So as you can see here, the number 4 shows how many spaces I need to move my player disc. So I would grab my disc and move up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth part of your turn is going to be placing the tile you just chose. So we chose this tile, and you're going to place it adjacent to a tile you already have out there. If this is the first tile you have gotten, then you're just going to put it down there, and that's going to start your display. So instead, we had already had that one out there, and we just picked this one, so I'm going to put this adjacent. So it always has to be adjacent to your tile. So for example, I could not put it out diagonally like this. It must be touching adjacent. The last part of your turn is going to be completing goals on your tiles here. And a goal is fulfilled if the colors shown, so these spots here, so if the colors shown correspond to the 4 horizontally or vertically adjacent tiles to the one that you're doing the goal. So with this example here, this goal right here shows 1 of each color. and this tile is surrounded by one of each color. So then that goal would be fulfilled and you would grab one of your player discs and cover it. Now it's important to note that the color of the tile on which the goal is written never counts toward the goal. And as noted earlier, each tile has multiple goals, or some only has one, but for instance this one has 3 and this one has 2. You are allowed to do as many goals as you want, so you're not limited to 1 per tile. So for instance, down the road, if I completed this, I could cover that, and so on. Now there is one special feature where chains of the same color tiles are added together. All of these chain tiles can help you complete a goal if at least one of them is adjacent to the tile with the goal that you're trying to achieve. So in this example here, I've got 3 of these orange tiles that are all touching each other, so they're a chain, and one of them is touching this tile right here, and the other goal on this tile shows having 3 orange tiles touching this, and by that special feature, all of these are considered touching because at least one of them is touching to that one. So I would get a disc and cover that up. And it's important to note that multiple goals can be completed on any number of tiles on the same turn. So we had just shown this example of filling in those 3 oranges with that example there. Now this one also would be fulfilled as well. 3 oranges and it's touching adjacent to an orange, which is a chain. So I could have filled both of those on the same turn. So players will keep taking turns back and forth until the current player has placed all of their goal discs. Or the game could also end when a player cannot select any more tiles because they've all been selected. And in that case, the player with the fewest remaining gold discs would win. Alright, so that is Nova Luna. So go ahead and leave some comments down below and let us know what you think about this game and if you have any questions. And of course, if you want to help us out, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and like this video. And until next time guys, thanks for watching.